In a top story on NewsPoint, Iran is seeing its biggest protests yet of nearly 2 weeks of rallies. The movement, which originated with a shutdown on the Tehran bazaar on 28th of December after the rial currency plunged to record lows, has now spread nationwide and is now being marked by larger-scale demonstrations, including in the capital. Protesters massed on Key Avenue in Tehran. Crowds of people as well as vehicles honking in support filled a part of the vast Ayatollah Khamenei Boulevard. Now, Persian language TV channels based outside Iran and other social media outlets posted images of significant protests in other cities, including Tabriz in the north. The demonstrations seem to have grown after Reza Pahlavi, who is the son of the Shah ousted by 1979 revolutions, called for mass actions on Thursday. Other videos published of the protest on Khamenei Boulevard in Tehran showed people chanting anti-government slogans, including "Death to the Dictator." People were also seen packing a major road in the globalized district of Mashhad, which is home to one of Shiite Islam's holiest shrines. In Isfahan, in central Iran, a building of Iran's state broadcaster was set on fire. As protests roil, online live metrics show Iran is now in the midst of a nationwide blackout. Pahlavi condemned the Iranian government for cutting all lines of communication, including shutting down the internet and even attempting to jam satellite signals. He also called on all European leaders to follow the lead of President Donald Trump in supporting the people of Iran and holding the regime to account. Now, Trump has threatened to take severe action against Iran if its authorities start killing people, warning Washington would hit them very hard. And that message came after rights groups accused Iranian security forces of shooting at demonstrators, with the Norway-based NGO Iran Human Rights saying security forces had killed at least 45, including 8 minors, since the demonstrations began. The NGO also said Wednesday was the bloodiest day of the demonstrations, with 13 protesters confirmed to have been killed. And to discuss this further, we were earlier joined by Jack Roosh, a researcher at the London School of Economics from Connecticut. He shared his views on the situation. Let's listen in.
So Iran has seen a number of major large-scale protests over the last several decades. In all of those protests, there has been a degree of censorship and media blackouts that have led to or facilitated repressive crackdowns. So I think it's quite possible that we're seeing the same thing happening now, tonight, as we speak. It's also likely that the Islamic Republic sees censorship through media blackouts, through restricting access to the internet, to telephones, as an important part of its international diplomatic strategy as well. It's much more easy for the Islamic Republic to control the narrative if there are not alternative sources of information coming out of the country. And so we've already seen some misinformation regarding what is being chanted at the protests, what the protesters are seeking. And that, the narrative becomes much tighter for the Islamic Republic, easier to control if these blackouts take place. And I think that's what we're seeing right now.